Alrighty. Pretty sure I'm unmuted. One of these days, I'm gonna have a not janky stream setup. Until then, hang on. Okay. Pretty sure we're good. Hello, hello, another Monday. Here we are. One of these days I'll have a better background, but again, welcome to Janky Town. So, happy Monday. Today I was testing some things, because I don't know what the hell I'm doing, with Twitch Studio. I don't know how to use it. I'm so good at this. I was hoping that I would be able to like manage the stream from my laptop and then just stream from the phone, but it doesn't pick up what the phone is streaming, or I don't know how to pick up what the stream is or what the phone is streaming, so we're just gonna carry on as per usual with this bullshit. So today I thought I could try a little digital drawing, since I haven't done anything with that, and once again I am just moving on to another thing instead of finishing a project. But I do actually have some things that I might have to do for a client coming up using Procreate, just to do some like color changes to some graphics they already have. So I figured I'd just tinker around with Procreate a little bit and do what I can. I don't know. The only thing is I'm streaming from my phone, and then I was going to film my iPad as I drew on it, but I don't know how that's gonna work. If I'll have to, I don't know. Can you? I don't know. I have no idea if you can stream. I'm so good at this. I don't know if you can screen share from your iPad on Twitch. And plus, my iPad is old, so I don't know. And tonight, we're drinking tea, because I woke up really early and I just need to not drink alcohol, because it makes me sleepier, and that's going to be a worse off stream. So, with that being said, let's do this. Let's see how this works, because if we get a lot of glare, then obviously I'm going to have to come up with plan B and do something else. So let me open Procreate real quick. What am I doing? Let's do that. Okay. Oh, but I can't turn. Okay, hang on. We can do this. How's that? There's not much glare. Oh my god. This is like those fucking TikToks where they're like, oh, let me show you how to do this, and then they spend like 10 minutes just fucking setting up the camera, and then they don't even show you what it was. So, yeah. I promise I'm not going to do that to you. We're actually going to do something. And I might just turn... Oh, that's that light. Hang on, we're going to sit in the dark. That's better. Okay. And once again, I might end up having to go inside because the cat just woke up and he's a stink. Yeah. You know how cats be. I don't know how that angle looks to you, but we're gonna go with it and hope that's fine. Okay, so I've only dabbled in this a little bit. I haven't really explored everything. So if you're not familiar with Procreate, let me do a really half-assed walkthrough of it because, like I said, I'm not very familiar with it. So I'll just start over here on the left. So gallery takes you out to the main page where you have all your projects, and we can look at that later, but I don't know what I have in there. Anyway, nothing weird, just maybe not great things that I'm like, oh yeah, I want to show everyone that. That's so good. So I don't know what ad is. I don't know. This is solid. So when you like exporting, you can export as a Procreate file, Photoshop, PDF, JPEG, PNG, TIFF, and then shared layers. You can do, so when you're drawing, I think there's something in preferences. Is it in preferences? Oh no, video. So you can toggle this on and off if you want to have time-lapse recording. And so that way when, wait, that says export time-lapse video. So that exports the time-lapse video. So what is animated MP4? So I guess maybe that's just another way that you can export the time-lapse. Good words. So yeah, just things, blah, blah, blah. You get the idea. I'm terrible at explaining things. You can make adjustments from here. I haven't touched this, so I don't really know what they do. This is for like grabbing things, copy paste, etc., etc. We'll go through it a little bit better. This is just like your pointer thing. Okay. I don't know why you're watching this. Brush library. So this is like one of the things that I love about this program. And I should say that this is not sponsored by this company. I don't know why the hell they would, but just to fully articulate that, because I am obviously complimenting them a lot, or will be. But anyway, I really like this aspect of it because you can go into a brush and then like customize the brush itself, which I think is really cool. So for example, like, so this is like a test of, you can test the brush. So let's say that I want, that's not doing anything. Is this what I'm thinking of? Oh, so like when you're drawing, it kind of like tapers off, I guess. I don't know. Well, you can customize it. I just don't know how to do it. So good. Like I said, I haven't used this that much. I just like, I acknowledge that it exists. I just haven't tinkered. Oh yeah, you can change like where it starts to taper. And then you can adjust like, how do I clear this? Clear drawing pad. Pressure. So you need very little pressure versus a lot of pressure in order to, I know you can't like see me applying pressure, but like this is a lot of pressure. Versus this is just like me scraping it across there lightly. What else? That is, I don't know. That's the eraser. These are my layers, and I think there's you can adjust how many like maximum layers you can do. And then your color palette, you can obviously select however you want to select, and then they have some built-in palettes, and you can add another one. from file, from photos, create a new palette, etc., etc. So that is your really absolutely atrocious, rough and dirty walkthrough of Procreate. You're welcome. And sorry about that ASMR drinking if you hate that. My iPad looks dirty. Oh yeah, this is like undo, redo button. And then over here on the side, you can adjust your brush size and your opacity and color picker if you want to do that. Picker? Okay, so thought we'd start with some simple things. So I'm going to, what do I want to do? Oops. I'll use this because it's a bright palette. Can I move this? Yes. Am I able to delete this now that I've created it? No. Okay. I'll figure that out later. So let's pick a brush thingy. We'll start with this, and I forget if you can draw shapes with this, like if there's automatic. I imagine there is, but anyway, we'll just freehand it. God. Yeah, this, it's not easy for you to see, is it? That's better. Kind of dark for myself, but okay. Yeah, maybe just keeping it white like that'll help. Okay. That's the other thing I like. I like being able to like rotate it around to my needs, because I feel like maybe I'm thinking, I don't know, I feel like with Adobe Illustrator on iPad you can't do that. Like you can't rotate the canvas. I don't know, it's just one of those features that I like. And Procreate, I think I only paid I want to say it was like $30 for this app, but that's it. Whereas like with Adobe Illustrator, I have to pay $10 a month to maintain usage of that. I really hate the subscription model, but it is what it is. I'm surprised it took Adobe that long to come out with an iPad version of Adobe Illustrator. It just seems like, you know, you have the Apple Pencil, you have the iPad. Like, come on now. This is a drawing program. Like, why wouldn't you have had something out sooner? But that's just me complaining. Like, I demand. I don't know. It just seemed like for how big Adobe is and how much they charge for their products that they would have had something like that sooner. But I don't know all of what goes into making apps like this, so I can't be too judgmental because I'm honestly ignorant about it. Alright, so since I haven't played around with, oh yeah, you can add your own brushes too, I think. Anyway, since I haven't played around too much with these, I figure I'll just get familiar with all of the things and how they feel. So, got our nice white canvas. Oh, that actually, that's funny. That kind of looks like the paint splatter that I'm trying to do on my canvases. I can just do a digital version of it. Look at that. Actually, okay. That's kind of what I'm going for. That is hilarious. Okay, well, we will have to come back to bonobo chalk. I don't know how to pronounce that. Bonobo? I don't know. I'm gonna leave that. So yeah, that's actually cool. I'm gonna leave that. Okay, so we'll save that layer and make another one. Artist crayon. Gives a nice, like, rough texture. I like that. That's good. So, like, let's say I wanted to make it look like, what do we got? Fine. Okay, that's not dark enough. Why does it do that? Okay. The slower you go, the like weird and blurrier it gets. So if I just do a quick whatever. If I go really slow, it looks stupid. Okay, let's do it smaller. I don't like that. Okay, so in this case, what the hell? Okay, so I don't remember what that was at, but what is happening? Why is it doing that? I need to obviously, like, watch a Procreate tutorial because I don't know what's happening. It's probably pretty straightforward. I just don't know all of the settings, and there's so many of them. All right, what is pull? It was at 35%, so... I don't know. Ah, you can adjust the scale. I really need to pay attention to what I'm... Okay, so you can edit. Interesting. Anyway, moving on. I wonder what... Let me go back to one of these. I wonder what... I'll have to play around with that, because if you can bring in your own textures... I'll have to see how you do that. Because rather than trying to find a texture that's going to work for me, I could just take a photo of one, but I don't know, like, if I use a JPEG of something, how that converts into a texture in this. Like, how does that work? I don't know. I see Instagram ads every now and then for Apple Pencil tip covers. I don't remember if they're covers or replacements. I feel like they might be a cover that you put over top of it, because they did look kind of chunky. But then again, they might just be chunkier than Apple Pencil. But anyway, the texture of it is supposed to make your pencil glide over the iPad screen surface. So it feels a little bit more like you're drawing on paper. Because that's one of my complaints that I feel like I have about why drawing on the iPad feels uncomfortable to me, is because I'm so used to just drawing on paper, and it feels weird. So I've been thinking about getting some of those at some point, but I don't know which ones to get. So if anybody has any recommendations or experience, I would love to hear your thoughts. Okay, what do we do? Let's clear. I mean, they're just pencils, so I don't really know. It's just good to know that there's some pencils. HB, 6B, technical. Procreate. Oh, that one's really... That reminds me of something. I don't know what. Oh, so speaking of the cat earlier, I think I mentioned this last week, but we have been having issues with Tom, our 1.5-year-old kitty, getting into trouble. Just in the past, like, I'd say the last month, he's been especially mischievous, getting up onto a shelf, getting into things that he ought not to, and eating things he ought not to. And so this past weekend, we set up our GoPro in the living room and time-lapsed to see if he got into any trouble. And I don't think he did while we were gone. I think he just did a few laps around the living room and then napped by the window for like an hour or something. I don't know. It was a long time. It was a time-lapse, so I don't know exactly how long it was, but it was just funny. Like, of course, when we actually record you behave. It's like he knows. But then, was it last night? Let's see. Sunday night versus... No, I think it was... Saturday or Sunday. I don't know. One of the days over this weekend. I was out here in the garage, and I just hear this, like, bang inside the house. I'm like, oh, fuck, what's going on? I hear Ryan come out, and so as I'm, like, walking in, I open the door, and I look in there, and there's, like, something. It was dark, because we had the lights off in the living room and the kitchen, and I open the door, and I just see this thing on the floor. I'm like, what the hell did he break? Or what did he get into? And it was this, I don't know what it's made out of, like... You know, like the little thing that knickknacks are made out of that are, like, not clay, but it's, like, some hard, breakable stuff. My husband has, like, this little dice holder. It's, like, a hand, and the dice, or the die sits in the hand, and it's just kind of, like, a little decorative thing. And the cat's never tried to get up on this shelf that it's sitting on, but he reached his little body on over and... knocked that thing onto the floor and broke it. It's like, you son of a bitch. Of course, we didn't set up the GoPro to see, like, what you stood on or how you did that. Yeah. I don't know how other people deal with their cats getting into trouble, but we, since he was a kitten, we'd kind of try to deter him from getting on things or scratching things by putting masking tape on stuff. I know there's, like, specific for cats, like double-sided tape and whatnot, but we just use masking tape because it, or, you know, packing tape, because it's easy to get and whatnot. So we've always used that. to deter him from various things. And lately, we've been having to put tape on a lot of different things because he's getting into trouble again. Hello? Oh, because I had the eraser selected. I'm like, why is this not working? If I'm not drawing like anything interesting, I'm sorry. This is fascinating. I'm just tinkering. Wow. All right. Let's see if we can turn this into something simply by testing things. Let's skip ahead to this one. One looks fun. Excuse me, I like throat burped. Okay. Oops. That's the issue with not layering and just drawing ways that you can't properly erase. You didn't come here for a tutorial, you just came here to hang out, right? kind of look like little foxtails. Hello? Am I cracking up again? Why are you not? What is happening? Oops. So clearly there's just like so many different brushes and so many like opportunities within those brushes to customize them and then create your own brush and add your own textures. And I don't know, I'm just like, I feel like I have definitely not even come close to unlocking this thing's full potential. Like, it's just such a fun drawing app, and for $30 I'm like, hello, yes, please, thank you. Oh, it's fun. I don't know in what situation I would need a crystals brush, but it's still fun. I mean, look at that. In like 2 seconds, you got something that looks kind of like water. How fun! Or like a neuron firing. Just, yep. Yep. Okay, what else we got? help that I'm drawing it in white, but that looks like shit. Undo. Could have just cleared that, but whatever. Okay, so those are fun. I don't think I've played with those at all. Hard rain. What does that actually look like? Nope, that didn't do anything. Yeah. I mean, I could see that being a good texture for, like, I don't know. I was gonna say, like, cells of some kind, like if you were doing cytoplasm or not really like, I don't know, I'm just trying to think because it kind of goes linear this way, like plant fibers or something. I can see that being snow. That makes me think of comic books. Bacteria. One of these days I'm going to adjust my table so it actually sits up higher. My legs are like crammed right up against it. So anytime I move, it gets all creaky. And of course it's been a while since I did anything with it, so screws are probably loosening up and stuff. Let's see. There's so many good ones. I'm a 32-year-old lady. That's what that reminds me of, that Final Cut Pro transition or whatever it is. Twisted Tree. Kind of reminds me of what does that look like? There's like, what is that technique where it's like wax building in layers? I don't know. The only word that comes to mind is embalming, and I'm like, it's not embalming. It's not embossing. It's something. That reminds me of like frosted glass, like there's ice crystals forming. Okay, organic. Also, once again, I'm getting stuffy, so I'm like mouth breathing over here, so sorry if I sound like Gross. Or if I sniffle. That has a lot of depth to it. I like that. Okay. Okay. So now that I've played around with that forever, I'm going to pull up something that I did on Instagram, part of my Sketchtember. Come on. Okay. So this is Adobe Illustrator. And this I'm still getting familiar with too. Just I'm used to the desktop version, and even that I'm not, you know, expert level on it. So there's lots of features that I'm sure I am very unaware of. But what I'm gonna do, oh shoot, hang on. I want to import a photo, but I don't know what's in my camera roll. Again, probably nothing like bad, just like I don't want to show it on the internet. So let me, how do I chop this? I don't know that I can. Okay, hang on. Sorry, 1 second. Okay. Fiber, I hardly know her. Hilarious, I know. Okay, so basically I just went here and selected photos and imported a photo. So that's how you can do that. And I have my layers right here. So that's gonna be my bottom layer. And I'm just gonna lock it because I don't think I'm gonna move it at all for now. And so yeah, I wanted to vector this and possibly turn it into a t-shirt design, but we'll see. It's kind of corny and stupid and whatnot. See that, oh, I can do it on Illustrator. So maybe there's some other program that I was tinkering with and I couldn't do this. So I really like that. I don't want to have to move the iPad around. So, okay, I was mistaken. So yay, Adobe Illustrator. Thank you for doing that. Okay, so you can use the pencil tool and adjust like the smoothing on it. So, so if I turn the smoothing all the way up, it's gonna really smooth out my lines a lot. Whereas if I have the smoothing really far down, it's gonna really follow my pencil line very closely. As if I had the smoothing all the way up and did that same sort of, it's gonna smooth out my lines more and not make it so sharp. I don't know how to describe things. Again, don't come here for tutorials. I'm not good at explaining things. Okay, so I usually prefer to just use the pen tool, so that's what I'm gonna do. And I'll start with just this banner. And you can use this to adjust your anchor points. Oops. Okay, that's the other thing. If you hold down on an anchor point for too long, it deletes it. So when you're trying to do like a small little, like if I just want to move this just a little bit, it's gonna think that you're just holding it there and you want to delete it. So like move it around and then adjust it into place has been my technique for that. Though I don't know why I'm explaining this like a tutorial. You're just here to watch, right? Oh yeah, the other thing I didn't show you on... Hang on. Let's go back to Procreate for a second. Have my artwork open again. And we can go to this and go to video and export time-lapse video. You can do full length versus 30 seconds. I'm just gonna do 30 seconds because I have no idea. I don't want it to be like a super long thing. Okay. I just hit save video. And I'm going to open up my camera roll. Oops. Hold it. And then it just plays through everything we drew. This upside down though. Whatever. Which, for that, it looks like absolute chaos, because I didn't actually draw anything other than those flowers. So, oops, I do not want to take your survey. But if you're actually drawing something and you want to see a time lapse of it come together or share it on social media or something like that, it's kind of nice that it does that. I don't know that you can do that in Adobe Illustrator. I have no idea. App settings. I don't know. It's possible it does, but I don't know where. Anyway, let's do the next thing. And we'll get rid of that. I haven't tinkered much around with text in Adobe Illustrator, mostly just drawn things. So let's try this wiggly thing. Can you, I feel like you can draw on paths in this app. I know you can do it on the desktop version, but I don't know if you can, if they have that feature. On the, god damn it, what did I do? No, I don't want that. Get rid of that. There. Okay. I just want to be able to see it without that being in the way. Actually, instead of doing that, I'm going to delete and select that. Oops. I know there's a way to, anyway, we'll just duplicate it and then don't come here for tutorials. No, that's not what I wanted. That's what I wanted. Hello? There we go. Okay. So now we have that exact same path. So the same shape as that bottom. Okay. And then let's see if I touch it. Will it type on? Nope. Is it even a thing? Nope. Type on path. How do I do that? What do I have to do? Is there some quality about it that it needs to have? If I select that. Because clearly you can. It's just a matter of how do you do it. I hear yelling. I didn't ask Ryan like what scene he has tonight. That was him yelling, so I don't know if it's a angry, violent scene. Or he's yelling at the cat. But I feel like he's in the office. I'm like, should I go check? I don't want to bother him if he's actually like doing his scene though. But on the other hand, if something's wrong, I don't want to just ignore it. I'm sure it's probably nothing, but I am going to go inside real quick just to look and see if the cat's doing anything. So, let's see. I don't have my... Yes, I do. No, I don't. All right. we will move this shit. Get. By the time I fucking write this out. BRB. Okay, so I can hear him in his class right now, and the instructor, because he's in an acting class, and so it's on Zoom, and they get paired up with a classmate, and they do their scene, and then the instructor gives them feedback, and then they do the scene again. And so I'm assuming he just did his scene, and now I heard her giving him feedback about, like, so the character's doing this and blah, 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 and then it kind of escalates into you having this big blow up. And so I was like, oh, okay. So that was probably part of the scene. I didn't know anything about the scene that he's doing tonight, so I'm like, what's happening? Everything fine? Okay, just acting. Okay. So we were trying to figure out how to type on Path. I still don't know. So why don't we just circle back to that? I'm going to change this to a black line so that way I'll be able to see it. Put that back. Oh, that's the other thing. Turn off snapping. I hate that. I'm curious about something. Hang on. Okay. I don't especially love this font that I drew, so I'm probably going to modify it as I go. I hear him yelling again. Take 2. Just don't break anything. I heard something slam, so I'm like, oh no, what are you doing? I don't know how many, that's kind of like just a noise that I just made. I don't know how many fonts come on this. Like I said, I haven't tinkered around with a ton of, fuck. No. I haven't tinkered around a lot with fonts on this, so I don't know what we got. Hello? Okay, so when you have two anchor points, like these aren't connected right now. Oops. Obviously I had them both selected, so they're not connected right now. I just overlapped them. I don't know if you have to have them overlapped. I think you can just have them, you select them both and then you hit this and it connects them up. So if when you're, like I had issues with the thing connecting the last two anchor points together. So I want an additional point right here. Hello, you rat bastard. How do I feel like this will be fine. And then right now it's a rounded point and I can just click that. Again, I don't know why I'm explaining this to you. You're not here for a tutorial. You're here to just watch. Hello? God damn it, I hate it when I do that. Here you go. I think I just didn't touch the line that first time. And again, right now it's a square. I want it to be round. Ta-da. Shut up, Sarah. I'm the worst. Okay. Let's look at... Wait, why is that? Okay, what happens if I select... Okay, I don't know what you are, but you can get lost. I really don't know what you need to do to get these to show up. That's the other thing. You can double tap to switch between. There's so many different shortcuts. I feel like this is too chunky. I was trying to figure out, like, why does this F just look nasty? I feel like it would look better if this part of it was a little bit thinner. That's better. And maybe a little bit more taper. So I think for this next one, I'm gonna do the pencil. I feel like that'll go faster. There. Look how quick that was. Anyway, I don't need to fine tune this right now. Let's just get the general idea out there. The other thing, I don't know. I don't know how to do it on this, but I feel like, okay, so if I select, oh, that's the other thing I meant to, did I do it? Okay, I did. Fiber is its own thing. Okay. So I can either go in here and select my two pieces, and I can go here and it's hard to tell which thing I need. I'm gonna go with this one to merge them together. Okay. So what happens if I fill? Okay, that's what I wanted. Cool. And then this little thing right here is kind of like you're holding shift or something and you're like selecting multiple things. And you can move it around so you can get it out of your way depending on where you are on your canvas or artboard, whatever you call it. So let's do that again for this. Minus front, and then we can go to fill and fill. And select, again, you can select them like this, or you can go into the layers thing and select them. I'm gonna mute for a second. I have to blow my nose. And I don't want you to listen to that. Sorry. Okay. Where were we? So now let's bring back this thing. It's actually going to be above it. Okay. Okay, so I guess we can start doing the little oh my god, I'm blanking. Polysaccharides. Alright, how do I want to do this? I want it to be one continuous path. Is that possible? Yeah, I guess I have to go around. No, because then it's going to overlap. I don't want to deal with that. Okay. We're going to make... Nope, did that wrong. Okay. It's like that game you do at the house where you have to go around completely with the X without overlapping or lifting your pencil. Okay. God damn it. That's not what I wanted to do. Excuse you, thing. Alright, so we'll do that. And then go in here and add, let's see, we need a point here, and we need a point there. And we don't need a fill, because this is just going to be an outline. Are there? Okay, they only have those shapes, apparently. I feel like on the desktop version they have a lot more shapes, but maybe I'm thinking of their spray paint tool. I'm really looking forward to like what other features they add to this, because I think from what I can tell, like there's no other brushes. I mean, unless I'm like completely stupid and I couldn't find them, but like how do you, like there's so many different brushes that you can apply on the desktop version that I'm like, where are they on this? Hello? I want to get this anchor point. Ah. I'm sure there was a much simpler way to do this than what I'm doing, but let's do it the long way. This is so stupid. Sure, why not? Okay, so now I have that. And if I move that again, put this into place, then I can just duplicate. And clearly I kind of moved these to my own will for design purposes, so I guess we can do that too. I didn't do my sketch timber today. God damn it. I'm like so far behind. Well, I'm not so far behind. I didn't do Sundays, but I did Saturdays on Sunday, and then I didn't do today. So I feel like, I don't know. I think I have only 2 days to do, but that means I'm going to do them both tomorrow plus tomorrow's, so that I have 3 to do tomorrow. I could just skip them, you know? It's fine. There are no rules. We're doing it for fun. Oh wait, I'm supposed to alternate. Son of a bitch. Okay, so this one I need to... Nope. Is it that way? That way. We do that. Scan. There. Okay. Son of a bitch. Delete. Okay. Like, where the hell am I? What am I even doing? is happening? Okay. Ryan's yelling again. I have no idea if any of that is like actually getting through, but I can hear him in there. Yeah, I have absolutely no idea what I need to do to make that path so I can type on it. It doesn't make sense to me. Like, whatever the method is, it's not intuitive. At least not for me. And I'm usually pretty good about, like, okay, I just have to do blah, 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 and there we go. But, like, how do I just want to fucking type on it? Am I on it? Or am I just, like, generically... Is it typing anything? Hello? What is happening? Oh, that's so annoying. Alright. Delete. Or just don't do what I'm telling you to do. Hello? Alright, where are you? Delete. Piece of shit. It's awesome when the app does not work. It's probably user error and I just don't realize it. Okay, well, I guess my workaround for that is, besides the fact that I'm going to definitely look it up later, I just don't want to look it up while I'm on stream, is I'm going to, let's see, we'll hide these other layers. And I'm just gonna move that. Well, I'll just hide that too. I'm going to add another layer. And I'm going to do one letter at a time because I don't need it to necessarily be distorted like that exactly. I wonder if I need to just type out what I need to type and then select a path, but that is the stupidest thing. All right. Are you going to let me type, or are you going to be stupid? What is happening? Can I like actually do things? Because that would be great. Okay, it shows the letter I, so I think it typed something. It's probably just really, really small. And I mean, it says the stroke is filled. Let's do. Am I cracking up? Like, why the hell is this not showing up? Oh. Schmuckatelli. Okay, so the red line obviously shows that it's okay. For fuck's sake. Okay, so now that I have that like a letter typed, so what happens if I also select a path? Type, are you fucking serious? That is the stupidest thing. Like, why would you type it and then... I hate that so much. That's not how it is on the desktop. I hate it. Okay. Adapt to their way of doing things. Okay, so that means I don't have to do it letter by letter, which is good. So. We can make this a lot smaller. Let's guess 100. Did that even do anything? Yeah, I'd say that's about right. Well, actually, no, because it needs to be... Okay, so I need to pick a font first, because that's... Okay, Avenir condensed might work. Is it only bold? That's stupid. Okay. Well, that's pretty close. We can just go a little bit smaller. Let's go 60. And 64. Actually, no, 60 because I forgot the exclamation point. go. That makes it a little thinner. So now we can select this and, oops, those two, and type on path. This is not what I wanted. How do I switch it the other way? Oops. I'm sure there's a way. That is the most annoying thing. What do I... How do I make it go the other way? You son of a bitch. Alright, if I reverse it... No, that's not good. Oh, also it's splaying. I don't want that. There we go. That's how I want it. Okay, that's that. And we do not want rainbow. We want skew. And I think the other thing that might help this is line spacing. Or letter spacing, rather. That's decent. What do we think? Let's edit the path though, because it's not quite right. Oh no, I don't want it to go with that. What am I doing? Because I have this now. And even still, that doesn't look quite right. Because the text is not the same length. Or, you know, not exactly. You know what I'm saying. Or you don't, and that's fine. You don't, it's fine. You don't have to understand. Oops, son of a bitch. Let's see if I can select hello. That and that. This and this. Okay, there we go. time is it anyway? What time is it? 8:57. Okay. Have I really been going for how long? What? 2 hours? Damn. I usually don't go for 2 hours. Well, alright then. Clearly I need to do this more. It's so engaging though, right? Okay. I'd really like to get, I know I've said this before on a past stream, I have no idea how long ago though, but I would like to get a PC so we can actually game and do something fun every now and then. Not that this isn't fun, but you know, like something more rambunctious and silly. This just kind of started out as I'm out in the garage anyway, so I might as well make use of this time and get to know the streaming platform, though it's more of like me just getting comfortable on camera. I still obviously have a lot to learn about Twitch, but I don't hate it. It's just I'm fucking awkward on camera. And then I feel like this top-down art stuff isn't necessarily the most entertaining thing for everyone. I think it's just okay for me to do and then maybe throw up on YouTube or do a time lapse of for, I don't know, whatever reason. I think tomorrow will actually be finally the day that my any website association with my old web host will be completely over, because I initiated a domain transfer about a week ago and it's supposed to take about 7 days. It said it would take up to 7 days, and I checked today and it still hadn't finished its transfer. But I was using for the longest time, because I didn't take my website all that seriously. It was just kind of like a thing that I had, and I, changed every now and then, but I didn't do a whole lot with it. Mostly because it required a lot of coding knowledge, and I built it in Dreamweaver, and I was proud of it because I can code a thing, but realistically it just was not up to snuff with, how modern websites look with, drag and drop website builders and stuff like that, and I just couldn't do a whole lot with it, and the amount of knowledge it would take for me to be able to code like an e-commerce thing or something would just be absolutely bananas, and I do not have time for that. So I finally, with the very appreciated push from my business coach, I moved to Wix for my web hosting, and I had just paid for my domain through my old web hosting, and so because it locks for 60 days, the domain locks for 60 days once you make changes such as renewal or changing, I don't know, user information or stuff like that. So I wasn't able to transfer my domain yet, but I just did a, I don't know I forget what it's called, like a point the DNS server or whatever the hell it is at the other server. So I did that, and now I can finally, it's been past the 90 days from it locking, so I was able to finally initiate the transfer. So my website itself has been, all the files associated with the website has been on Wix for the past, let's see, I did it in April or May, I want to say. Yeah, I think it was April, and I officially launched my business in May. And then, let's see, May, at least all of May, June, July, August, September. So about 5 months it's been on Wix. It's just my domain has been hosted through my old hosting. So I'm excited that I can finally cut ties with them because they've been absolute garbage. So hopefully tomorrow I'll get that all finished. Sometimes less is more with anchor points. It's like, okay, not that few. I like that one. I can what the hell is happening? Hello? What are you doing? No, stupid. Okay. Starting to get kind of derpy, so I might call it soon because I'm getting tired. This is fun though. I kind of am glad that I turned this into a graphic, because I know it's lame to laugh at your own jokes, but I was like, I should draw, like, I made up a list for Sketchtumber for dietitians, and one of them was Fiber, so I was like, Fiber? I hardly know her, and that's what came to mind, so that's why I drew this. And then I was like, why don't I turn that into something? And here we are. That is the story of this. You're welcome for the riveting content. This E needs work. She is rough. Hello, Hedge. How are you? You came in, when did you just came in? I assume just now. As I'm getting ready to leave. It's not you, it's me. Yeah, thanks for stopping by again.
Yeah, I remember in high school, a kid made fun of me for laughing at my own jokes, so I get self-conscious about it still. But at the same time, I'm like, fuck that kid. He was an asshole. Hedge is. You just are. Just existing. That's okay. I'll be back Wednesday and then Monday. In theory, unless something weird comes up, but that's the plan at least. God damn it. When you said hedge is, I thought you were just like, because I asked, how are you? I thought you were just like, I am. Like, I exist. Yeah, that's what I thought you meant. Did I learn anything new today? I learned how to fucking do the stupid... Okay, hang on. I don't know anything about you, really. If you do Illustrator... This is Adobe Illustrator, by the way. But I couldn't figure out how to do the type on path thing in this stupid thing, so I learned how to do that. So my intuitiveness would say, like, okay, I create a path, and then I click the typey thing, and then I type on the path, because that's how the desktop version works. But apparently, you're supposed to type something and then select the path that you drew and the thing, and then go over here and do type on path, and then it types it. So that was infuriating because I couldn't figure that out, and of course I did it on stream. But hey, at least I figured it out. Just took a while. You learned absolutely nothing today. Hey, that's fine. Sometimes you don't need to learn things. You can just, you know, sit and think or zone out. Sometimes you just need those days. Okay, let's see. I'm gonna fix this R, I think, and then I also hear the cat starting to claw at the door, so this is a good time to call it, because the cat's like, it's time for food, fam. What were you gaming? What were you playing? What were you gaming? Hello, fellow kids. Game Boy. I haven't played Game Boy in a while. I still have my Game Boy Color from when I was a kid. You playing like old games? Do they still like make new games for Game Boy? I don't know. I don't know things. League of Legends. I don't know. I don't think I've ever played that. Do not ever play League of Legends. Well, I'm not making any plans anytime soon, so I don't think that's a concern. Any particular reason why? Is it just bad? I don't know. Or is it like addicting? Like, I know a lot of, like, from high school, kids would get addicted to things like WoW and get sucked into that for hours. Suck your life out. Okay. This E still looks fucking stupid. Okay. Yeah, I always played, like, stupid, well, not stupid, but, like, I don't know, not the, I would say less complicated games, but even still, I was not very good at video games. Like, for my Game Boy Color, I have, it's like Wario 3. Don't ask me what, like, 1 and 2. I've only ever played Wario, I think it's Wario something 3. And then Pokemon Red, DuckTales, and yeah, riveting games. Yeah. I don't know. I've never played interactive games other than Among Us. I played Among Us, but for the most part I was always like single player or, you know, something on N64 or NES with my brother or something like that. But never been a huge gamer, but it is fun on occasion. I like Mario Kart, but yeah. Well, anyway, I think that looks about good. So I think I'm going to leave it there. This is literally your joke. This was the joke that I was talking about. But I'm doing Sketchtember, and I made up a prompt list that's like dietitian specific, so fiber was one of the prompts, and so I drew the that for Sketchtember, and then tonight I just figured I'd turn it into a graphic. So that's what that is. Oh, but anyway, thank you. I appreciate that. It's goofy. I don't know if I'll do anything with it. I might put it on a t-shirt, but I don't know how, what do you call it? I can't even think of words. I don't think anybody's gonna buy it, but you never know. But anyway, I'm sorry you came in late, but I appreciate you stopping by anyway. And yeah, I'll be back on Wednesday morning, 10 a.m. Pacific time, and then back on Monday. So yeah, you have a nice night too. Thanks again. I appreciate the views. Alrighty. Take care. Bye.